Yo! Thank you for 22 months!
Well, all twos on a Tuesday, Kappa.
Even though it's Wednesday. You know what, that's...
Boo, that was great.
You leave me no choice. Anyway. Welcome to... Wait, what the... Oh, this is the demo. Yeah, welcome to the demo of Metroid Fusion. The fourth installment of the Metroid series. Chronologically, that is. I think this was made right along the time of Metroid Prime 1 on the GameCube. I haven't actually seen what the demo does. But Super Metroid had a demo, and I used to like to watch that as a little kid. Of course, by the time I was like 9, I was already doing things way smoother than any demo ever could. But at least these aren't, you know, mobile game demos. Oh, hey, they're actually proudly showing off the wall jump. That's always nice. Shine Spark! Oh, hey, this actually is a nice demo. Anyway. Title screen. The title screen is worth watching. Metroid games set a mood like no other. Yes, that is our main hero. That B file you see there is my attempt at getting 100% without looking it up, and I still haven't quite gotten there yet. So I won't be doing a 100% run, I won't be doing a Silfredo jogging. I will instead be doing a regular old walkthrough through the story, because there is actually a much more involved story this time. Really the first Metroid game to have a deeply involved story. And I think, for the most part, every Metroid game following it would be much the same. Metroid Prime 1, you know, has a storyline going on, but it's kind of optional, just if you want to spend time scanning a bunch of lore. Prime 2, the storyline is a little bit more direct, and Prime 3, the storyline is very direct. And I haven't played Other M, but I know that the story is, like, in your face in that game.
I'd been assigned to watch over Biologics research team. So I once again found myself on the surface of SR-388.
Recognize these graphics? You remember another Metroid 2 remake, right? Oh hey, a Metroid boss.
It was there that I was attacked by a life form I had never encountered before. It was only later that I learned the identity of my attacker, the parasitic organism we now know as X. Unaware of my condition, I was returning to the station when disaster struck. Once the X had infested my central nervous system, I lost consciousness, and my ship drifted into an asteroid belt. The ship's emergency systems automatically ejected the escape pod before impact. Biologic's vessel recovered it and transported me to Galactic Federation HQ. However, during the journey, the X multiplied within me, corrupting large areas of my power suit. It then came to light that the organic components of my power suit had become so integrated within my system that it could not be removed while I was unconscious. Large portions of my suit had to be surgically removed, dramatically altering my physical appearance. However, the X in my central nervous system were too embedded to be removed safely. I was given a minimal chance of survival. Then, someone found a cure. They proposed using a Metroid cell to make an anti-X vaccine. It seems that the Federation had managed to preserve a cell culture from the last infant Metroid from SR-388.
You know, the one that showed up at the end of Super Metroid to save her butt.
The serum was prepared and injected without delay. The X-parasites were immediately and completely destroyed. As for me, one life ended, yet I survived, reborn as something different.
Little bit dramatic on her part there.
Pondering this fact, I realize I owe the Metroid hatchling my life twice over now.
We'll soon be arriving at the BSL research station. I must prepare for docking.
The ship's computer has notified me of our approach to the Biologic Space Labs, or BSL research station. During my surgery, the research team sent the last batch of creatures we captured there, as well as the infected pieces of my power suit. After regaining consciousness, I learned that an unexplained explosion rocked the station. For some reason, this awoke a nameless fear in my heart, and now I am being sent there to investigate. My mission on the BSL station will be overseen by my new ship's computer. Following the commands of this blunt, computerized CEO is something I have to bear, as it was a condition of my taking the ship. For someone who dislikes taking orders, this is the second time I found myself having to do so. It makes me recall my other CEO.
So yes, this is it. You might be expecting this to be, you know, the tutorial, much like the series station was in Super Metroid, but no, the whole game is on this station. Much smaller scale than most Metroid games.
There's been an explosion in the quarantine bay. The bay currently stores capsules containing recent samples from SR-388, as well as parts of your suit that were infected by the X-parasites. The cause of the explosion is as yet unclear. Go investigate. The quarantine bay is here. Move quickly and quietly. You are still unable to use most of your latent abilities. Don't forget that, Samus. Stop at the navigation room on the way. Uplink from there. Is your objective clear? Now, go to the quarantine bay.
I'm going to be spending a lot of this game, or a lot of this stream, not using my regular voice. Smooth. Yeah, there are things here that I can't quite get yet. This is worth noting, though. You start the game with power grip. You can grab on the ledges.
The quarantine bay is ahead. Biosigns are confirmed. Be careful.
Yeah, you can't open any doors right now. And of course, there's no morphing ball either. That looks ugly. That looks very ugly.
This is unfortunate news. The specimens brought back by the field team were infected by X parasites. The X can mimic its prey. Any specimen could have hosted it. Before the explosion, a security sensor scanned one. These gelatinous X parasites invade and rapidly reproduce, killing the host creature. They also absorb DNA and use it to mimic the host. You were almost killed by an X infection. Only the Metroid vaccine saved your life. It seems Metroids were the main predators of the X. That's why the vaccine worked so quickly and so well. But it has also changed your cellular makeup. You will never be infected by X again. In fact, you can now absorb any free-floating X parasites without a host by merely touching them. This will allow you to replenish health and restore weapons. You may also restore latent abilities this way, so pursue free X parasites whenever you possibly can. This station is home to many species, some violent ones. We must keep the X out of the breeding environments at all costs. This is vital, Samus. I am already detecting massive biosigns in this region. The X are gathering. This may be our chance to exterminate them. But you are only at 10% battle capacity. Your chance of survival is extremely low. The Federation needs you alive and on duty, Samus. Is your objective clear? Now, get going. I have released a lock on level 0 hatches. Look for the blinking hatches.
Good to see you, Nerf. Did you really think that a Game Boy Advance title from 2002 was capable of voice acting like that? Not trying to say that my voice acting is perfect or anything, but like the smooth quality should be a tip-off. Possible. Good to see you, though. That's a blue chocobo emote, right? Yeah. Zombies. Yeah, our dishwasher isn't the only zombie in the area. There's also these guys. Oh! Time to break out the robot voice again.
I have received news from HQ. They can support you with downloadable weapons data. Once you have this data, you'll be able to use missiles. This will help against some enemies your beam can't hurt. Head to the data room for the download. The data room is here. Is your objective clear? With missiles, your chance of survival climbs to 20%.
Just FYI, don't get used to the computer telling you your odds of survival. From this point forward, he's just gonna let Samus cook.
That computer reminds me of a gruff Federation CO I served under named Adam Malkovich. He always called me Lady on missions. From anyone else, it would have sounded sarcastic, but Adam always made it sound dignified. Out of respect and with some irony, I named the computer after him.
Yeah. I got some peppermint candies. They always help. There's not a whole lot of literal palate cleansers that are better than peppermint. Really? Top fan, huh? You have to pay for that, don't you? At least I assume that requires a paid subscription. Oh. Cool. I hope my chewing doesn't come through here.
Electrical interference has knocked out the elevators on the main deck. This may be related to the X. I'll work on it. As for you, try to find another way to the target. It's located here. I'm reading huge biosigns, so I do hope your missiles work. To reload missiles, you can use a recharge room or absorb a special type of X-parasite. You will see them. Try it out. Is your objective clear? Missiles are your only hope. Don't hesitate to use them. Now, find a way to the target.
Wait, that guy actually has a badge next to him? Okay, that actually is the strongest evidence that I've had yet that it's possible that some of those guys are just hacked accounts. Because I don't know what La Velada del Año Cuatro refers to, but a badge next to a name probably wouldn't happen on just a regular old robot. I will go ahead and do the 10-minute timeout, but I won't ban it. That guy also doesn't have the same, weird style of name as most of those other robots. So it can be a hack. Sludge. I believe those are supposed to be crew members on the BSL that are being, crudely reanimated by the X's. I want expensive viewers. I mean, that would be ideal. Yeah, to make sure to give you plenty of opportunities to load up on missiles quickly. You will need them. Oh. I don't know this game, quite to the extent I do Super Metroid. I don't know this game like the back of my hand or anything, so. Bear with me in case I screw up a little. Yeah, there's enough X's just flying around that they'll just float in and reanimate some of these corpses. Ow. Because Metroid always has to have its, you know, chances to farm life and missiles. E. I think there's another one around here somewhere. Where was it? I could have sworn there was another one around here. Maybe I need an item and come back here later. I don't know. You might recognize this guy. Again, from Metroid 2. He was actually in the original Metroid 2. I warned you about the sound design, okay? Oh, I'm playing like crap. I'm trying to finesse my way through, and that's just not the way to do it in this game. You know, I would prefer if you paid attention to the actual stream happening and save the catching up on Discord for later, but... I mean, your Discord presence is equally appreciated. I mean, sure, you can check the fantasy scores for sure. Oh, it's just a recharge station. I don't need that. The fact that you called it a robot tells me that you completely missed what I said. Anyway, first of all...
Samus, it's as I feared. The breeding environments have been invaded by X-parasites. Sector 1 SRX shows several abnormalities on biosensors. Sector 1 is a simulation of the SR-388 ecosystem. To get there, take the main elevator to the access shaft and use elevator 1. Is your objective clear? Use the navigation route just inside for further briefing. I'm not sure, but I think that whoever allowed the X into the environment may also be linked to the earlier explosion.
My family also just left at the same time, so I probably would have missed it anyways. Oh, got it. Oh, cool, Nerf. Thank you for dropping by. And, I don't know if this shows up for you, Nukem, but our, robot friend, first of all, has a different name. Like, it's not that weird name, you know, mishmash of words that we're used to seeing on those robots. And second of all, there's a badge next to it, which tells me that this actually is a thing that happens with, like, just hacked accounts. Like, hacked regular accounts can be taken over by these robots. I think that proves me right about that. That shot actually is what I based Vegeta 2 Hey off of, for what it's worth. I wish I could say the same.
The main elevator leading to the access shaft has been severely damaged. It will be totally unusable for some time, unfortunately. Some unknown agent is at work. Something very powerful, and certainly not human. I'll report when I know more. Now, listen closely. The X in Sector 1 have invaded the atmospheric stabilizers. They must want to alter the environment for their needs. They are already reproducing. Clear all 5 atmospheric stabilizers to stop them. Is your objective clear? Now, get moving.
I will actually be using a lot of save points in this one because this is a much more difficult game than Super Metroid. And pretty much every Metroid player agrees that this is a step up in difficulty from what you might be used to in other ones. Blob. Blob. Blob! I told you about these sounds. These sounds are not pleasant. Ow. Yeah, a lot of these graphics, specifically here in Sector 1, are reused in another Metroid 2 remake. Wait. Oh. No, you get the spring ball from the high jump. A lot of Metroid games these days conflate them. High jump comes with spring ball. Ow. Oh, that one gave me a red one. Oh, don't want that. Ow. Well, shoot. That went really poorly. They sure are reproducing quickly. Easy enough. I need these. Good. Now I don't need these. Another thing that Metroid games all adopted was the, you know, the regular items don't deserve a full-on fanfare for collecting them. It interrupts gameplay too much. I could use some more missiles. Ow. 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 Still not getting any missiles. And now I can use more health. I told you this game was harder. Heck. Oh no. I only have 3 missiles left. I can't miss. Oh, I hacked it. I hacked it. Okay, now what? I'm obviously not going to get the special ending going at this pace. I need green ones. Heck off. There we go. There we go. The red one gives you a lot of both. Chozo! Orb! These ones you gotta be careful with. They have a little eye that shoots you. When you shoot them, they shoot back. Because it has a beam ability. All the X's that contain beam abilities have that property. You can only hit them in the eye, but when you do, they shoot at you. Heck. Hey, at least now I can pseudo screw attack. I like that sound effect. This save point is somewhat special because there's a hole in it. And this is where the demo showed you that you can do this. This is the first time in the game that you're actually kind of free and on your own for at least a decent chunk of time. Ow. If you can help it, you don't want to waste too much time fighting all the regular enemies unless you really need stuff. But there's plenty of recharge rooms all around the station. Conveniently located right by the save point and navigation rooms.
Atmospheric stabilizers are online, but many X have already made it to other sectors, it seems. In particular, Sector 2 TRO, the tropical habitat, shows abnormalities. I suspect that the X entered this sector with the help of our unseen saboteur. He or it may be in TRO now. Samus, get over there. We need to put an end to this. Is your objective clear? Start moving. I'll brief you at the TRO navigation room.
As I listened to the briefing, my thoughts turned to Adam. The real Adam understood me well. He would end orders by saying, "Any objections, lady?" He knew that I wouldn't disagree. That was just his way of noting our trust. I wonder if I can trust this computer, too.
You know what I would say to that, Samus? Of course, I'm not you. And you're very lucky that you're not me. You're way cooler and way more capable. Oh, I did it again. Are we chewing throughout this?
I have learned the identity of our mystery saboteur. Samus, it's an X mimicking you. I have named it the SAS. I believe the SAS came from the capsule containing your infected suit parts. It used a power bomb to escape the quarantine bay. That explosion breached the capsules containing all the X that started this disaster. But the SAS is definitely our biggest worry right now. The SAS is mimicking you at full power. You can't face it. If you see the SAS, just run. Don't think about fighting. You are still very vulnerable to cold, an unexpected side effect of the Metroid vaccine. Like Metroids, you can be frozen by an ice beam. Of course, the SAS is armed with the ice beam. Stay away. If you see it, just run. HQ says they have bomb data ready in the data room. Bombs will help you find a way out if the SAS should trap you. The data room is here, but it's sealed by a level 1 hatch. You'll have to find the security room and release the level 1 locks. But per safety protocols, it's not marked on the map. You'll have to find it on your own, Samus. So, first find the security room and unlock level 1 hatches, then go to the data room and get that bomb data. Is your objective clear? Keep an eye out for the SAX.
It is nice that he gives you a summary of what to do immediately before asking, is your objective clear? That was not me wandering aimlessly and getting lucky. I knew what I was doing that time. Oops. Ah. That's right, another feature of later Metroid games is the pseudo screw attack. The power actually scales with your beam, which probably does make a lot of sense. But if your beam isn't very powerful, then the pseudo screw attack is only going to hurt you. And your enemy, but also you. Boom. All right. Stretch break. Number 1. I'll be back. Hey, you might think that boom is silly, but if English behaved the same way Spanish does, that's how you would say it. You know, where every vowel's actually pronounced the same way every time. Uh-oh. You can hear SAX's footsteps. Whoop, not going back through there. Also, I'm dying. It really doesn't take much. If you're a little careless, you're gonna heck yourself up. I wasn't even careless that time. Whoa. It takes a lot longer to recover your energy than it does to lose it. That is until you run into a red X. Ow. That part's a little silly. Yeah, every enemy in this game has been infested by X's. For simplicity's sake. Okay, we got most of our energy back. Man, I really am playing this at a glacial pace today. I really ought to pick it up because my plan was to do this in one session. Give. Oh, I didn't even realize I could just shoot them. Oh. Nope, not supposed to be here quite yet. How about this already opened door? Never mind. Oh, Booker. Why is there another save point here? Ooh! E. I don't know how many convenient spots there are to pause and play chat games with you. Oh, power bombs. Uh-oh. The blue one. He's a tank. In more ways than one. It can hurt you like a tank too. But it gives you a blue one. Right. Forgetting my order of operations here. Genuinely forgetting my order of operations here. Am I not supposed to be here yet? I'm supposed to be here? No. What am I doing? Why am I getting confused? I've played this game before. I mean, I know that that's one of the first bosses, so why am I not... What? Oh, great, that guy's back. Oh, really? I didn't even get my red. I'm making a complete fool of myself. But yeah, apparently the X's can just keep reforming into completely different organisms. That's a wonderful thought. I thought maybe there was another, you know, cylinder that pushes up on you after you bomb it. Why am I getting confused? This is like an out-of-body experience. This should not be happening to me. Pretty... Yeah, I can't even go here until I have the high jump boots. And you get the high jump boots from that boss over there that I can't remember how to get to. I had not even remotely foreseen this as a plausibility, that I could completely forget what to do in a Metroid game. A 2D Metroid game, even. Oh. That was it. I knew this had to be the right place to be. Yeah, get ready for more wonderful sound effects, by the way. The relatively silly sounding boss music. Oh, and I hacked it. What else is new? I hacked it again. This is about as bad as you will ever witness me playing a Metroid game. I'm supposed to know how these games work. The only defense I have for myself is that I wasn't expecting to do this today, because I woke up under the impression I'd be at the county fair. But as far as excuses, that's all I got. I was hoping to share with you the sexy ending picture, but that's obviously not going to happen. Oh look, these little worm critters have been frozen in their tracks. All of them. I think we know who's responsible. Yeah, you don't want to let SAX know you're here. Oh. And now those critters have entered a chrysalis. Yeah, now I can actually go here because I have the high jump. Still can't get up there, though. What I can do is jump on the chrysalis. Chrysali. Hopefully I don't get anywhere near that turned around again. This is not going to become 2 parts. I'm telling you right now, I have way too much pride. You know, barring some kind of emergency, this is not a 2-parter. Ooh, nice. Precision expert! That's probably the most disgusting visual in the game. That bloated green and purple mess.
Samus, we've got trouble. Releasing the security lock may have been a bad idea. The SAX has invaded the water environment in Sector 4, AQA, with several thousand X's. With the blue hatches active, the SAX slipped in easily. The creatures and systems in Sector 4 are already showing multiple irregularities. I'm currently investigating. I'll brief you in the navigation room when you arrive. Is your objective clear? Now head for Sector 4.
First, a little bit of that.
The SAX. An enemy with my strongest abilities. But does it have reason? Probably not. It's just a killing machine. In my current state, I can't face it head on. The SAX is me, only heartless. I must stop it before it learns its potential and threatens the universe.
This sector has taken more damage than expected. I knew the X were powerful and destructive, but still. This seems to be purposeful. We certainly can't rule out the possibility that the SAX has a high degree of intelligence. I find the X fascinating, especially this SAX. But I digress. This sector is home to a very large creature the researchers call Ceres. It is capable of moving and attacking at an ultra-high speed. The more senseless and widespread destruction here may be attributable to Ceres. No doubt the SAX released it, but I can't be sure why yet. Ceres has returned often to the breeding tank here. Its natural behavior must be to go back to it periodically. It's a valuable specimen, but you have been authorized to terminate it. If you don't, it may invade other sectors. Is your objective clear? While you're moving, be careful. Some broken power nodes have electrified the water, but we can't cut the power. Doing so would affect the whole station adversely. If you touch the water, you'll be electrocuted. Conserve energy as you go.
Yeah, it's one of those games where it just heaps bad news on top of bad news on top of problem. Samus does not have an easy life. Personally, I'm fine with it. I hate easy games. Well, I don't hate them, but I love a challenge. I think you want that one eventually, but not now. Let's find out. What am I even doing? Putting on a display of cowardice. E. E. Hopefully I can make up for the atrocious gameplay I've displayed so far with some displays of competence here and there. Don't think I'm supposed to be here yet, but just in case. We lost to Mercenary Tau? Yeah, this is where we want to be. Because we need a speed booster in order to deal with the water issue here. Well, that would be the original Ceres. But remember, the X's can mimic all of their preys. So the original Ceres is dead, but Ceres X has replaced its body. You've seen this guy before, too. This is probably the most annoying fight in the game. Tried to fall down there. Freaking! Okay, my pseudo screw attack counted there. This is such an annoying fight. Okay, I don't know how I managed that. Oh yeah, when I said... How did that work? When I said sound design, I was not talking about the music. The music is good. Oh, I got the speed booster from that guy? Yeah, no. Oops. Oh, they're gonna make me use the item I just picked up in a Metroid game? Yeah, no. And make sure you know how to use it first. Wait, what? Wasn't I hitting that perfectly? Okay. Now we can fix the water issue here. Ow. Where you see oh, ow, 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 ow. You need the speed booster to get through that. Yeah, you can actually see the exact moment that the water becomes safe again, because the wires are right there. This game's quite impressive for 2002 Game Boy Advance. Oh. Yeah, it sure does take a while for speed to actually kick in. Oh. Golden crab. I'll try to keep it to one save per section, because this is quite cowardly. But I am playing bad, so...
So Ceres had been infected by the X2. Well, as a result, you have recovered another ability. At this rate, you may be able to face the SAX yet, but that's still a ways off. HQ has more support data. This time it's missile upgrade data. You desperately need this, but the data room here is sealed with a level 4 lock, the highest security level. Let's avoid opening sensitive areas unless it's necessary. Also, the route to the data room in Sector 2 is blocked still by more SAX activity. I note a deliberate activity pattern as if it is blocking your recovery intentionally. Samus, it looks like your best option for this download is in Sector 3, PYR. You will find the PYR data room on your map after using a navigation room there. Is your objective clear? Now, head for Sector 3, PYR.
I really can't make this a two-parter, knowing that I've got, you know, I won't be able to stream tomorrow or Friday or Saturday because I play poker. Sunday I'm going to want to watch golf. I don't necessarily have to, though. Maybe I can fit a stream in on Sunday. Because there's going to be the Senior Open Championship, but that's over and done with early because of time zones. I can just record the 3M Open. It's not as big of a deal. And again, it'll be Super Mario Maker 2.
Thankfully, the X have not invaded this area yet. The data room here is sealed by another security hatch. In order to download, you must find the security room here and activate level 2 hatches. This may allow the SAX and X-Parasites into the area, but we are left with no choice. Your recovery is our main goal. The data room is here. As I explained, security rooms cannot be shown on the map. Be careful, Samus. You will see very violent organisms here. And avoid the ultra-heated areas. Your suit can't take such high temperatures yet, but we're working on it. Level 2 hatches are green. Release the lock and proceed to the data room for download. Super missile data is ready. Your firepower will triple. Is your objective clear? First, activate green hatches. Then go to the data room. There are no ultra-heated areas on this route, so turn back if you enter one. And
that's the difference between this and a ROM hack. if it's a Metroid ROM hack, there's a pretty solid chance you have to do a heat run. That's right. Oop. That was me knowing exactly what to do this time. Yes, I do mention it. What I enjoy about it is that it's always predicated by a quick little summary of what you are supposed to do. That's not what I meant to do. This one, there was a bomb there. Or bomb block, rather. That's not a good sign. That's the one item in the game you literally have to get. You literally can't miss it. This sure looks like a superheated area, but it isn't. And here's a big difference between this and Super Metroid. You don't just get the ability to possess super missiles. All your missiles are super missiles now. Uh-oh. Looks like we'll be using them soon. This isn't where you're supposed to go, I was just curious. Oh, here's another thing. I mentioned the little puffs that show up in Super Metroid. They're extra puffy if you're actually on the sand there. Nintendo always knows what they're doing with Metroid games. Missiles! You know what, fine, I'll continue being a coward because I suck today. Maybe I should play again. Just to properly demonstrate, you know, what a good run of this game looks like. Here's a boss I'm not particularly good at. Notice there is a brain inside there. Ah! Okay, maybe I am particularly good at that. That was actually flawless. Figures. I mean, the rest of the game that I think I'm good at, I suck, and then what I think I'm bad at, I'm good. Oh, I need screw attack for that. Nice. Oh, hello. Oh. I just kind of accidentally played round ball rock with my shooting. E. Wait, that's not even necessary. You can get it from below too. I guess that's the risk-free way of doing it. Otherwise, I gotta go through some enemies. What the? Would you get down? Wait, what am I doing? I'm about to talk to Adam again.
I see that you encountered a rogue security robot. You may destroy it if you meet it again. Your safety is vital. But as to your brief, now that Level 2 security locks are released, Sectors 5 and 6 are open. That means those sectors have also likely been infiltrated by X. They are much harder to stop than we had initially suspected. Sector 5 ARC is sub-zero. You're still susceptible to cold from the vaccine side effects, so you'll take damage if you even set foot inside there. Avoid Sector 5 for now, but in the meantime, HQ is working on data to adjust your suit for extreme temperatures. Once we have the transmission, you can download it, but the X have destroyed all the data rooms you have used so far. I no longer doubt their capacity for critical thought. You'll have to use the data room in the night habitat, Sector 6 NOC. Go to Sector 6 and access a navigation room there. Is your objective clear? Tread lightly, Samus. You are the only one who can do this. And the X may be much more dangerous than we know.
Hero music. I'm a hero. Does Samus suspect anything?
No, I do not think so.
Good. Monitor her closely.
Affirmative. Out. The Varia suit data is here from HQ, ready to download. Get moving to a data room. But there's a problem. X from the Sub-Zero Sector ARC are in Sector 6 NOC, and they have been changed by the cold. If you absorb one, you'll be frozen from within. This seems like a deliberate tactic. Once you download the Varia suit modification, you'll be out of danger. Just be extremely careful until then. The NOC data room is here. Remember to avoid the blue X. Use your beam to stun them in order to get by. Is your objective clear? Be careful. They are hunting you actively now, Samus. And this area is very dark. Proceed with extreme caution.
It's not really. Or else, well, the game would suck. And they wouldn't want to make the game suck. It's Metroid. They have an image to maintain. See? No problem. Wait, isn't there a... Yeah. They're like, absorb me, Samus. You want to increase your health, right? I'm glad that X's can't talk. Right. Could use a beam upgrade, couldn't I? Oh, look, a free E. That's almost unmissable. Don't let her know you're here. 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 Oh, heck me! Yeah, a no-hit run is literally impossible. You'll take that hit no matter what. We were right on that data room, but it looks like SAX is going to get there first. So now what do we do? I say rhetorically. I haven't forgotten that much about the game. Ah! Oh, I almost actually got it. Music. Uh-oh. Well, the good news is the eye can be taken out with just one shot now, because we have super missiles. X's! Funny enough, this guy actually can only be harmed by your charge beam. Even with super missile modifications, they don't do anything to this. And yeah, all it is just a really big core X. But it's modular. Ugly. Now I'm yellow. Oh, okay, that worked. That's kind of a cheese. I was able to damage boost my way up here. Where was it? It's a white dot. There it is. I didn't even think about that. It's just a lucky coincidence. Ah! Alright, another stretch break. Oh, of course. They help me now. They're a little slow to realize that. Oh, but now they do. See, the X's are intelligent. Once they realize that me absorbing them is no longer advantageous to them, they run. That is a really cool touch. Wait, I'm just going back in the loop. And now they're no longer hiding and trying to ambush me in those blocks. Now the rest of these rooms are for later. All right, Adam, what's next?
How did that X download the Varia suit data? This doesn't seem to make any sense at all, unless the X have the ability to process data organically. At any rate, you now have the Varia suit data. Now you will be protected from extreme temperatures. More importantly, the SAX will no longer be able to freeze you, so you can escape easier. But you're still too weak. That thing is too much for you. You currently have no way of damaging it. But my simulations indicate that a penetrating weapon like the plasma beam might work. Developing modification data will take HQ some time, though. There's also a chance that you may be able to restore your plasma beam function by absorbing a large core X as you did with the charge beam function. As for restoring ice beam functionality, I doubt it. Your current cellular makeup would reject that addition. Therefore, HQ has developed an ice missile upgrade. This will add a freezing effect to your missiles. It will help. Go to Sector 5 ARC for the download. Is your objective clear? Now, get moving. Elevators are really the only part of the game where I'll be able to type in the chat bot and not break up the flow of gameplay. So let's attempt to prioritize the mini-games while I'm near an elevator. I.e. around a briefing, as you just did.
I just realized I forgot to switch off the voice. Anyway, back to it.
You need to download data for the ice missile upgrade, but as you might have expected, the data room here is secured. Level 3 security hatches are yellow. Release the security lock and download data as usual. And experiment with these new missiles. They will be helpful. Is your objective clear? You know what to do. Go to it.
Caution us against opening sensitive areas. I guess 3 out of 4 isn't super sensitive. Yeah, you don't get a long time to just enjoy having super missiles. You gotta be ready to soup them up even more. Oh, of course. Can't be that easy. Can't be that easy either. I guess these icy X's have not picked up the memo yet. That they aren't hurting me anymore. Right. Not there yet. You didn't hear me, did you? That the only place I'll be able to play with you and not break up the flow of gameplay is when I'm at an elevator. So even if there's a game nearby, try to only start them when I'm near an elevator. I very much appreciate that. Man. Right, now we gotta go up. Hey, I can still use the data room. Ow. Would you please? Good enough. E. Oh. Okay, the X's can mimic an E tank. There's the real E. That is a classic debated moment. It's okay though. They gave us a real E. Ooh. Those are so disgusting. Yeah, this is the part where they force you to learn the new item. You can't go back the way you just did. You have to let that happen so that you can freeze that, use it as a platform, and go up this way. You have to kill that guy, and then just let the parasite infect that, so that now you can speed booster through everything. That's right, there's little miniature puzzle elements to this game. You must think like Samus. You cannot merely fight like Samus. As you might expect, that giant globule will not open up until we have power bombs. No, he is not. Gee, I hope we don't have to fight that thing later in the game. Yay. Don't really think I have to go out of my way for missiles and energy tanks.
Emergency in Sector 3. Emergency in Sector 3. Emergency in Sector 3. Emergency in Sector 3.
Remember when I said that this is just a series of bad things happening on top of bad things and happening on top of problems? It is, yeah.
Emergency in Sector 3 PYR. The area could melt down soon. It seems the main boiler's cooling unit is malfunctioning. This could easily destroy the entire research station, as it would likely trigger the auto-destruct explosives. We have about 6 minutes. Hurry to Sector 3 and access the control room to the side of the main boiler room. Most of the systems in PYR are down because of this. Again, we know who to blame. The SAX must have hacked into the system control file. What impressive intelligence. Is your objective clear?
I mean, it better be. We only have 6 minutes.
There's little time. Hurry to the control room in Sector 3.
6 minutes to main boiler explosion.
I thought you might say that in reference to Mettaton. Well, now you know what that sounds like. Don't worry, I remember where this one is. Wait. I still need to speed run here, though. I wouldn't forget where a timed section is. I mean, what gamer would forget about that? Notice, of course, this is a superheated room, which we couldn't access before, even if we wanted to. Oh yeah, these guys are disgusting too. Of course, they're disgusting for good reason. The X's are corrupting them and making them look all crazy. It's not that they're disgusting, the X's are making them disgusting. Ow. Don't worry, I'm already here. We got this. Unless, of course, the SAX is behind this door, in which case we're probably screwed. Ah, false alarm, it's just a random guy. Ow. Hey, can you stop? Oh. Spazer! This is the last one. Don't worry. You get out of the... Get out of... Get... It's a big one, too. We go in that whole spiel about not wanting to break up the flow of gameplay, and then that happens. Ow. Oh, that's bad. I don't normally hack that up. I really am in rare form today. I do rather like the little, you didn't do it. The little, mumble of discomfort when you freeze them. I hope you've noticed the fact that I haven't commented on your fantasy sports teams at all throughout this entire stream. You may want to get used to that. Oh, can't go back there again. I'm reading them and I'm absorbing the information. I'm just not commenting on them. You're still welcome to say it. Well, I say absorbing. Absorbing a little bit, at least. Alright. Well-earned save point.
So the X mimicked a crew member. It all makes sense now. The X can absorb the memories and knowledge of their prey. What an astounding find. HQ was very impressed. But don't you find it strange? This could have destroyed the station with the X on it. Not to mention the SAX. Unusual for such a self-preserving species like the X. Unless, that is, your presence is an even greater threat. A threat to the existence of X's elsewhere. This is only a hypothesis. Perhaps their survival instinct is in conflict with their newly borrowed intelligence. Don't let your guard down yet. The X are still a threat. Samus, I see biosigns on the habitation deck. Survivors? The infected crewman you saw had actually survived until recently. Maybe there's a chance. The signs emanate from here. Is your objective clear? I have just restored power to the main elevator. Use it to return and look for any survivors.
I'm glad you're enjoying this game's subtleties. Oh, perfect. I'm about to ride another elevator. SAX actually gave us a little gift here. Thank you, SAX. That was a misclick. If you couldn't tell. Speaking of music drops. Ridley. I've heard from Subsonic that the story of how he ended up here is... I don't know if it's necessarily given, but it's presented in Metroid Other M, which is the one Metroid game I have not played. Well, besides a couple on the 3DS, actually. I can't say it's the one game I haven't played. I haven't played Federation Force. Or, Hunters? I would like to one day. Hopefully someday soon. Because I don't know how much longer my Wii U is going to last. And it's a Wii game. You recognize those little critters, don't you? I showed you how to save the animals in Super Metroid. That's actually the canon ending. Babies! Well, one baby.
Etacoons and Dakoras. I've met these intelligent beings before. They seem to recognize me as well. How unusual to meet again here. In the past, they've helped me unleash abilities I didn't know I had. But where'd they run to? I hope they're safe.
Hey, you're human. Unlike SAX. And Adam, of course.
So, the survivors were not human. Most unfortunate. We can now confirm the deaths of all crew members. I imagined this was the case, but I had hoped that it wasn't so. I believe the X only infected the humans for knowledge purposes. That form is too weak for battle. I am sure the others were merely food for the X's. Samus, I think they are evolving, growing stronger. Some are now appearing that resist your current weapons. HQ anticipated this and sent powerbomb data as soon as the hardware team finished it. Is your objective clear? Download it immediately. Our choice of data rooms is limited to this one in Sector 5 ARC. Go. Now.
At least we got that one together. Wait, so the X is actually knocked off the data room that we used up there on the top floor? And he did say all the data rooms you've already used have been taken out by X's.
You've been to this data room before, but I'll show you its position again. Is your objective clear? Now move out.
Oh, over here. This one you get in an amusing way. Like that. You don't bomb anything, you just go through the block that's secretly hollow. Oh boy, it's that thing again. Which I sure hope we don't have to fight later in the game. Chekhov's gun isn't a thing, is it? Oh, what do you know? It is still intact. This is where the sound design gets really shunteresting. Whee! Ow. Wait, what? There's supposed to be a... Oh, here we go. I warned you. Ah! Yes, I know what to do here. I'm just pausing for dramatic effect. What do we do here? We run! You can't actually recover power bombs unless you collect a red one. You love your Faudians, don't you? I'd like to dedicate a whole year of Faudians. I just don't know if that practically will be the case. I mean, hey, I attempted to dedicate a year to things before, and they really never panned out. Good. I don't know how. I'm not even into that game myself. I just let you know it existed, but I guess that was enough. Oh, this one. This one is a challenge. How did I definitely feel like I should be able to. Come on, like, why does the power grip just fail right? Are you for real? That one is, well, that one's a... Chekhov's gun, Chekhov's gun. Ow. That's hard to do for, you know, a relatively simple concept. So congratulations to Peak.
Samus, return to your ship. I have important information.
We don't even need to make sure the objective is clear. Oh! Realistic climbing. Oh, what is it this time? It's Ridley. Ah! Oh boy. One of the X's has just taken Ridley's soul. No, the X's did. And they'll be back. I think you're supposed to speed run here. Dang it! Those are speedrun blocks too, I think. Oh no, they're just power bombs. I guess if that's the way you want to view it, that's not completely inaccurate. But he also has Ridley's body. Alright, this is the part where I game over the most often, so definitely save here.
The main silo of the reactor core has gone offline. That's why all elevators and station systems are down. Elevators and hatches won't work. This doesn't bode well. If you can find a way to this point, you may be able to start the auxiliary power system. Then we can figure out why the main silo went offline. Is your objective clear? By the way, the reason I asked you to return here was to tell you some strange creatures have boarded your ship. I confirmed that they were not ex-hosts and gave them a berth. Do you know anything about these strange creatures? Were they the source of the healthy bioscience earlier? Very well then. Their presence in the midst of this disaster must have some significance. I will keep them here.
Those little critters are what hatched out of the chrysalises in Sector 2. As you can see from those. It's an awful lot of plants. Space pirates, who, by the way, are basically an extinct species by this point, but the X's have found a way. E. I think the ones on planet Zebes were the last ones left. You know, once it blew up, that was it for the space pirates. Except for, I guess, the specimens that were kept here, because the X's found a way to get them too. You can probably guess for yourself at this point that this is going to end with us blowing this station to Kingdom Come. Because it's so overrun by X's and they're so dangerous, there's really no other course of action. Oh hey, another wonderful sounding boss. Oops. You like spitters? They always make for good bosses. This one's kind of a time waster. And now it's kind of purple. I kind of like it. It's really cool looking for a spider design. I do that all the time, don't worry. And now it's actually even creepier than it was when it was a spider. I liked you better as a spider. Pretty well done, actually. Space jump! Spiders spin webs, right? Now I spin whenever I jump. I think that's what they were going for. I don't know. Woo! I do really like the ambience once little, you know, mechanical things are working again.
Save rooms and recharge rooms are now back online, but with only auxiliary power, no elevators or hatches will work. Without the main silo online, we are still stuck. I believe the source of the problem is the vegetation you saw earlier choking the reactor core components. Is your objective clear? We'll have to find the source of those roots to proceed.
Ooh, goody, more X's. As I said, I game over here a lot, so. Oh, I completely forgot about the raid. Of course, the term raid boss has become so prominent in gaming these days. Speaking of cutting out the middleman, let's just use power bombs here. You know what that sound means. And we have no choice this time. We gotta run. And that's why I save. Yeah. The SAX will mow you the down. And there ain't much you can do about it. Except just get good at running away. Luckily for us, SAX isn't the brightest light on the Christmas tree. So even when there's kind of nowhere else for me to be, it just moves on. Gonna use these power bombs. Because even that successful run took a lot of health off of me. Remember, all I can do right now is go through these doors that aren't gated. All the gates don't work. Or the hatches, or whatever you want to call them. Powerbomb. Oh, cool. Right, can't go there. Ow. All right. I don't know why I'm like extra uncomfortable today, but I'm going to do another stretch break. Time to fight a plant. Would you let me out so I can actually fight? Okay. Yes, this is the source of all those overgrowths. It's actually not that hard to fight, despite what I've just done. Wait, that's kind of weird. That looks like plasma beam. And it's one of these core X's that you have to hit the eye, which means that, yeah, actually, that is plasma beam. Whee! Now I can actually fight SAX! We aren't going to, at least not now. Whee! I keep beating you at poker. I hope that means that I do well on Saturday. That doesn't mean anything. Who am I kidding? Ow. I forget if this room actually has a purpose. I don't think it does, actually. No, it doesn't. Your firing rate in this game is pretty impressive, I must say. They carry that over into Metroid Dread, where you can spam the shoot button as much as your fingers can take. Missile. Right, that's where you unlock the blue ones. We're way past that. Already did that. I didn't even mean to go in that door. So we're through with the hardest part. For me, anyway.
What? You've restored plasma beam functionality? This is most unexpected. Even so, I advise you to continue to avoid the SAX. It too may be stronger. And you still lack a few abilities crucial to survival. Wait a second. More trouble. Hold on. I've isolated the cause. There's been an explosion in the ARC data room.
You know, the last available option. So that's good.
Samus, go to Sector 5. Is your objective clear? The damage is staggering. Find out what's causing it.
Spoilers, it's Chekhov's gun. Welcome to Act 3 of the game.
It's gotten worse. The damage seems to have been caused by a creature kept here by the researchers, who named it the Nightmare. Apparently, it was a biomechanical organism designed for military applications. It possesses uncommon power and can manipulate gravity. We must assume that it's become an ex-host. We have no choice. You must find it and defeat it. I can't confirm its location. Is your objective clear? This thing is out of control. Hurry before it destroys the entire station.
And even when I do a relatively basic voice, it can still catch up to me. But I still enjoy voice acting, so I'm gonna keep doing it. Boy, this part of the station is looking kind of ugly. Uh-oh. We're in water. It's a good thing Nightmare can manipulate gravity, because that means we're about to get the gravity suit. And he's being pretty upfront with that. I've already screwed up a lot, so I'm not gonna, you know, mince around and pretend I don't know where I'm going. Naturally, when you get to the end game, you're gonna remember where you're going more. Well, it will mince around here because there is an item. Ooh, it's a red one. Yay, red! I'm gonna try and do the rest of it without saving. No, I'm not. This has gone on long enough. This is another part where I absolutely am capable of game overing. Especially if I don't grab this. And I didn't. You actually can't attack this thing with missiles, at least initially. Because the gravity manipulation makes it so that missiles barely go anywhere. Oh, that was quick. Oh, yes, it is crying green sludge from its eyes. Yeah, it's pretty much inevitable that you'll take a lot of damage from this fight. I don't quite have the right stratagems out for it. It does, doesn't it? If you're gonna call something the nightmare, at least have it actually be a nightmare. And it's only gonna get more grotesque as the fight moves on. There is definitely a particular set of stratagems that can make this more doable. I just can't quite replicate that very regularly. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Oh, heck me, I had a chance there and I blew it. Glad I saved. All I had to do was just latch onto the wall there and I got it. But somehow I don't latch onto the wall. It sure as heck felt like I held the button long enough, but no, apparently I did not. I can handle the rest of the game after the nightmare. I'm confident in that much. So maybe this time I'll actually get this item here. Hooray! I'm surprised I never came up with Lumpy Touch as a comparison until you showed up. Yeah. Obviously, that's the ideal, is to get him in a spot where you can just keep shooting while clinging to the wall there. I think I got it this time. Alright, hold on. Well, the cool thing about having Plasma Beam now is when I shoot the X core, because Plasma Beam pierces enemies, the X core will give me back a whole bunch of stuff at once. There we go. That's pretty much ideal. Probably. Like, I'm not gonna, like, I don't know nearly enough about Lumpy Touch as a person to make that kind of claim, but absolutely that's possible. Like, if any one thing from a Nintendo game did, it was probably that. Ah. Now you may recall that we came down here into this water part via some crumble blocks from above that we can't reverse course. So we got to find an alternate way of getting back out of here. That alternate way is now accessible now that we have Gravity Suit. Now we're in Sector 4 again. And we need Screw Attack for that. And, oh. We need red doors for that. Now we know Adam doesn't want us unlocking red doors. But we might have to. Not before coming to this lovely ethereal background music, though. Wait, we don't need the Screw Attack for that at all. What the heck? Metroid Fusion, of all games, has this beautiful music. Of course, the water levels are always sound nice. In fact, you listen to it for a little bit while I talk dinner with Bebop. Okay, that's long enough. I'd like to feel that. I like to believe that Samus enjoyed the moment of respite as well. Oh. You weren't supposed to do that. You're actually supposed to let at least one of them get in there so you can kill a golden crab. There you go. This is actually optional. E. What? Instead of Golden Crab? I've never even been to Golden Corral. So yeah, spoilers, even if you want to be a good girl and go back to Adam without doing this, you actually have to. You have to unlock level 4 security hatches. There is no other way back. This is not a 100% run. As I said at the very beginning, I don't even know where all the items are. One thing this game does that's a step above Super Metroid is it at least gives you an item counter at the end of the game. Like each sector has its own, indicator for, okay, here's how many enemy tanks are here, here's how many, missiles, and here's how many power bombs. They're not going to hold your hand and, lead you directly to them, though. You remember those guys. Yeah, they're gonna block it. They're gonna block your progress unless you can freeze them. Like so. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, I'm glad I did though, because that reminded me what the next step is. "404 hours not found." Crap. I got more than enough items, but what the heck, there's one more. It's right here, may as well grab it. And I missed. Fine, I don't deserve it anyway. And back to the more mundane music of Sector 4, AQA. Obvious powerbomb spot is obvious. Wait a minute. There's a D on the map. There's a data room that hasn't been destroyed by the X's? As you can see, if I had tried to go here earlier, I would have been completely blocked. Diffusion missiles, which I don't think was added in any other Metroid game. Were they in Dread? I don't know. But yeah, that's your only way to get through here. Well, yeah, all I gotta do is stream that much before I die. Alright, what do you think Adam's gonna say about releasing the level 4 locks?
You've upgraded your missiles. That's unusual. There was no word from HQ. A procedural error, I'm sure. Even so, I did not approve of bypassing security level 4. From now on, you will use more discretion. In any case, Samus, do you remember the security robot you faced earlier? I believe the X's have infected it. That is to say, they have claimed the organic components that form its neural network. It has entered Sector 6, NOC. I don't know what it's planning, but let's not wait to find out. Samus, you know what to do. Is your objective clear? To Sector 6, quickly.
Why does he not want us in security level 4? You'll find out.
The security robot seems to have gotten much stronger. This worries me. Be careful out there. But we have another problem. Once you're done, leave NOC immediately. The SAX is tracking you. Is your objective clear? Don't stay longer than you must. Understood?
This is going to be another order of his that we actually physically cannot obey. Because once again, we're going to be stuck beneath a crumble block with no way to get back out except for a few level 4 doors. Yeah, we're gonna be absolutely forced to take a detour. Oh, some of them have stuck around. Ah. Alright, where's the real one? Here it is. I said, here it is. I'm more upset about that bomb block reappearing than I am the fake missile. I think these are power bombs. No, they're not. Oh, no, it's just a red door. Right here. The point of no return. Because we don't have screw attack. This is how we're going to trigger the security bot.
Warning, no entry without authorization. Warning, no entry without authorization.
If that security bot happens to have the wave beam, though, that could be a way out.
Warning, no entry without authorization. Warning,
Spoilers, it will be our way out.
authorization. Warning, no entry without authorization.
That voice will stop during this battle. You'll notice, by the way, that this bot has some electrical interference, so we can't go in the water either. This is actually the fight that I'm bad at. Or is it? I mean, this isn't going super smoothly, but I can get by. There we go. There's the brain. Oh, it's one of those. It's a beam. It's the wave beam. The water's safe now because the electrical discharge is gone. Wave beam. There, we can do boss. So that won't break up the gameplay much. And now we can go through here.
Warning, no entry without authorization.
Yay!
Warning, no entry without authorization.
That's not the theme of this stream. That's the theme of me.
Authorization.
Of me as a gamer.
Warning, no entry without authorization. Warning, no entry without authorization.
Yeah, the voice is back.
Warning, no
Yeah.
entry without authorization.
I'm not gonna move. I'm not gonna, you know, dance around and pretend I don't know what to do. This is your only way out.
Warning, no entry without authorization.
And you're about to find out why Adam doesn't want us here.
Warning, no entry without authorization. Warning, no entry
Level
without
X.
authorization. Warning, no entry without
That's a nice little view. You know what those are, right? They even have Alpha, Gamma, and Zeta Metroids in stasis tanks. But no, those are Metroids, not Mother Brains. Metroids are thriving aboard this ship, and these are the only ones left in the entire universe. Oh no. Oh boy. It's SAX! Who is more preoccupied with the Metroids than me, so let's just get the heck out of here. And with that, the Metroids are officially extinct. And SAX is dead! Yay! Adam's probably still not going to be very happy with us.
Samus, you shouldn't have done that. You ignored your orders. You may have to pay a price for that quite soon. As you can see, the Federation has been secretly working on a Metroid breeding program. For peaceful application only, of course. Please understand. But perhaps you already knew of this program's existence? Certainly you must have had some doubts when you saw Sector 1, SRX, a faithful replica of the SR-388 ecosystem. Ideal for raising Alpha, Gamma, Zeta, and even Omega Metroids. This research even uncovered techniques for rapid growth. Imagine creating an Omega from a larval Metroid in days. But that research is finished now. The X has smelled out its natural enemy, and one of the SAX is on its way here.
One? Are you saying there is more than one SAX?
Don't sound so surprised, Samus. You know that the X reproduce by asexual division. Because of this mechanism, there are now no fewer than 10 SAX aboard this station. Samus, you must go. Get out. If you stay too long, the SAX will destroy you. Stop only at a navigation room to uplink to me. I don't know how HQ is going to take this, but you need to report to them immediately. Is your objective clear? Now get going.
Good, I got to wait after. After I was done with the robot voice. Maybe there's more dust in this room than I thought.
The real Adam would have said pretty much the same thing about that incident, but he would have softened the blow. He was relentless in his criticism, but he always cared. He wasn't just some machine obsessed with duty. No such compassion could exist in that computer.
That's one cool benefit of the diffusion missiles, is that they can take out multiple missile blocks at the same time. To answer your question, I don't think they ever explicitly confirm or deny it, but I'm quite sure that no, the Metroid Lab was not Adam's idea at all. Adam is just a robot that, remember, Adam was a robot attached to the ship that Samus had to take after the emergency jettison from the asteroid collision. Basically, he's a robot Galactic Federation employee, but he wasn't the one behind that lab. That was research that the Galactic Federation were doing at large. Crap, how do I beat these guys again? There we go, gotta hit him from behind, that's right. Yay! Pretty much, yeah. The Galactic Federation are, by and large, the good guys of Metroid. If you're wondering why they're doing this, well, they don't fully understand what they're getting themselves into. Speaking of which, hello, Ridley. Prepare your ears. Can we please go back to the water level? Things were nice back there. Babs. Oh, right, that emote. Okay, I am actually completely screwing this up. My mistake is I'm trying to finesse this. What you need to do is just spam. Oh, even though he's dying, the tail can still hurt you. See, there we go. Like, this is actually a pretty easy fight. You just spam missiles. But I've screwed it up because that's just how I've been doing it. At least I didn't die. Only now do you get screw attack. All right. I didn't realize that they were getting food this early. I'll be eating Taco Bell pretty soon. Oh, wait, no, you gotta wait for this. Whee! Well, you don't have to, but it helps. Yeah, that's your check to make sure that you fought Ridley. Or Ridley X, as it were. These look like they're completely unaltered from their base forms, those little enemies there. Chico. You got a new dog or new cat? How many animals do you have? That wasn't there before. This is the environment that's really comfortable for Metroids, remember? Oh. Oh yeah, I do remember that. Maybe the Metroids aren't extinct yet. Ah. This is the last items we'll be grabbing. There's another Metroid. Remember, the Metroids are predators of the X's. So, it's not that the X's are getting to them and multiplying, it's that some of the Metroids just escaped. Anyway. Ready for more plot?
Samus, we are done here. Leave the rest to the Federation. We should be preparing to evacuate the station.
Are you joking? Do they know how dangerous the X are? Oops. How quickly they reproduce?
The Federation has taken an interest in the X and SAX. They believe this life form has endless potential applications.
This is ridiculous! The X are heartless abominations! What potential could they have?
It is not necessary that you understand such matters. The Federation is coming now. You should just leave quietly.
Oh my god. This is madness! They don't stand a chance here! This station will devour them! What could be worth the risk?
Capturing the SAX, of course.
Are you serious? Do they really think they can succeed?
It will certainly be difficult. They don't expect your help. They knew that you would try to destroy the SAX. And that's why they stopped sending you support data. See, the plasma beam modification was ready some time ago, but they withheld it to keep you from engaging the SAX. Yet, somehow you restored that function on your own. They also tried to withhold the diffusion missile upgrade because they didn't want you to grow too powerful. But they had already sent it, and you tracked it down. Bravo, Samus.
They must cancel this mission. Open a channel to HQ. I won't let this happen.
They are already on their way.
Fools. As soon as the Federation ships land, the X will overwhelm them and absorb the knowledge and power of their occupants. The X are just waiting for the hunt to begin, and then they'll spread across the universe. Galactic civilization will end. The X hunger for form, knowledge, and power. They mimic these perfectly. But they cannot copy the soul. They're single-minded, instinctively seeking to increase in number. They're a plague, and the Federation underestimates their threat. The X must not leave here. I must destroy them all before the Federation arrives. This station has a self-destruct mechanism. I must use it to destroy the X here and on the planet. I must send them to oblivion. Them, the station, and myself, if I have to.
Hi, Futil1. This is my real voice, just FYI. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to Planet Vegeta, and enjoy your stay. Greetings to France. I don't speak French whatsoever, so I apologize that I can't speak your language, but I appreciate that you will do your best to speak mine. I know it's not easy. English is very tough.
Open the hatch!
I have been ordered to confine you until the ships arrive.
Don't let them do this! Can't you see what will happen, Adam?
Adam. Who is Adam?
A friend of mine.
Okay, and what would this friend advise you to do now?
He would know that the only way to end this is to start the self-destruct cycle. He'd know how important it is.
Did this Adam care for you? Would he sit in a safe command room and order you to die?
He would understand that some must live and some must die. He knew what it meant. He made that sacrifice once.
So, he chose life for you, our fair warrior, Samus Aran. Your Adam gave his life so that you might keep yours. For the sake of the universe. How foolish.
How dare you! How could you hope to understand, machine?
You know that detonating this station in high orbit would not guarantee the complete extinction of the X-parasites. Even though the station would be utterly destroyed, you would only succeed in removing the one obstacle to the galaxy's ruin, yourself. You would ignore this simple fact and choose death. When Adam decided who would live, he chose incorrectly. Now, if you were to alter the station's orbit, then you might be able to include the planet in the vaporization field of the self-destruct detonation.
Huh?
You would have to start the propulsion sequence now, before the Federation arrives. Samus, this is your last mission. Go to the operations room and adjust the station's orbit path to intercept SR-388. Then return to your ship and escape. Move quickly and stay alive. That's an order. Any objections, lady?
So yeah, Futil1, I'm sorry, but you've arrived at a, pretty much the end of the game, where all the plot just came to a head at the very last moment. Hey, I have a Yoshi emote. I love Yoshi. But you remember the significance of what he just said, right? Any objections, lady? That's the thing that Adam 1 liked to say to her before every mission. The human Adam. Then finally she slips and calls him Adam, and the robot's starting to talk like the human Adam. Okay, can't go back there. Uh-oh. Well, it had to happen eventually. Here's one of the 10 SAXs. Basically just shoot and then screw attack over it. It's not that hard. But if you fall out of the pattern, it can be kind of tough. Kind of like the nightmare fight. Like, if you can get into the pattern, it's easy. If you can't, you're gonna have a hard time. You can still freeze it with super missiles if you want, but it won't actually damage it. Yeah, Federation, I don't think you guys want this. And this is the only piece of Chozo tech we don't have right now, the Ice Beam. Absolutely. More lumpy touch. But just as Adam predicted, we're not absorbing that. Wait, which one's the data room again? Oh, we can't even go in the data room. We have to do this. Thank you. This is actually not nearly as well as I would usually play. But I know my way around the end of a game, though. And once you get to the end of a game, you don't forget how to play it, right? Wait, that's not right. Yeah, it's this way. Yeah, and I didn't have that many Yatanais. Like, what did I have? 5? And then I only had 2 in Beast Needle 0. Oh, now what? Oh boy. It's an Omega Metroid! Oh.
Minute to destination.
Huh. If you couldn't tell, that is all scripted. Ah! This is another situation where all we need to do is spam. that actually supposedly destroyed the... Yeah, that actually supposedly destroyed the entire planet. Forget about how completely unreasonable that is, but... Yeah, a 2-kilometer station with a bunch of bombs just blew an entire planet up. Thank you.
That perfect military mind. The wisdom of Adam Malkovich continued to serve even after death. Until today, I had no idea that the minds of leaders and scientists were frequently uploaded to computers. My incredible reunion with Adam may have saved the universe. But how will the beings of the universe view our resolve? I doubt they will understand what we did, the danger we barely averted. They will hold tribunals and investigations. They will hold us responsible. Adam understood this, and he spoke to me in my anger. Do not worry. One of them will understand. One of them must. I've reflected upon his words, and I now see the wisdom in them. We're all bound by our experiences. They're the limits of our consciousness. Are you freaking joking? But in the end, the human soul will ever reach for the truth. This is what Adam taught me. Just one detail still bothers me. This ship can only be started manually. Yet before I faced the Omega Metroid, the ship moved on its own, guided by someone's hands. Is it possible? Adam?
Oh, lady, what's troubling you? You wonder how I started the ship? Just think about it. They lent me a hand.
And that's why you should always save the animals in Super Metroid. Cooldown from game over. Yeah, absolutely. Get some sleep. Don't let me take away any of your sleep. Thank you for joining us. I'm about to have dinner myself. Oh, my computer's telling me about the Minnesota Twins and LA Dodgers. How's that game happening? Oh, I don't know. It's not actually giving us the score. Cool. What kind of name is Royce? Oh, thank you. Oh, wait, I guess it's just Roy with 2 letters added to it. I guess it's not that weird. And I know that there's a girl's named Joyce. I guess it's not that weird. Iwata Satoru. Truly one of the most influential men in all of gaming history. When did he die again? 2015? Nice nebula in the background. The new arm spikes are certainly interesting. That was only 50% of the items? All right. Oh shoot. Let's make sure I don't forget it this time.
Hope you have a good day. 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 Okay, so as I mentioned, next time you see me, it will be Super Mario Maker 2 because the 1-year anniversary of Beast Needle Zero is coming up pretty soon, and I want to be sure I'm ready to release Beauty Needle Zero. So that's what's up next for me.